Today we are going to understand one of the legend man that was the Mahatma Gandhi, the leader of Indian non-violent independence movement against British rule, and in the South Africa who advocate for the civil right of India. Born in Porbandar, India, Gandhi studied law and organized boycott against British institutions in peaceful forms of civil disobedience. We have to cover lots of questions regarding the Mahatma Gandhi. So first questions is, what was Mahatma Gandhi first freedom movement in India? The first freedom movement in India, the Champaran Satyagraha of 1970, was the first Satyagraha movement led by Mahatma Gandhi in India and is considered a historical importance rebellion in the Indian freedom struggle. It was a farmer uprising that took place in Champaran districts of Bihar in India during the British colonial period. Friends, the second questions we cover, what are the movements taken by Mahatma Gandhi? Through his freedom movement like the non-cooperations movement, civil disobedience movement or the Champaran movement, Gandhi always stood for the human rights. He gave his sweat and blood for the attainment of Indian independence from the clutch of the colonial rules. This was the way of Mahatma Gandhi to fight against British colonial power. Friends, the third questions we have to cover, how many movements did Mahatma Gandhi have? 7. Major freedom movement started by Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was the leader who guided India toward independence. India was under the British rule for over 250 years. Friends, the fourth questions, what was the Gandhi role in Indian independence movement? Friends, Mahatma Gandhi was the leader of Indian non-violent independence movement against British rule and in the South Africa who advocate for the civil rights of Indians. Gandhi leading the salt march in protest against the government monopoly on salt productions. Friends, the fifth questions we have to cover, what was the full name of Mahatma Gandhi? Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on 2 October 1869 in Porbandar in Gujarat. After university, he went to London to train as a barrister. He returns to India in 1891 and in the 1893 accepted a job at an Indian law firm in Dubai, South Africa. Durban, South Africa. Friends, the six questions we have to cover here. What is the third major movement led by the Mahatma Gandhi? Kheda movement in 1918. Therefore, Mahatma Gandhi organized this movement to support the peasant of Kheda district. It was the third Satyagraha movement led by the Mahatma Gandhi after Champaran Satyagraha and Ahmedabad mill strike. Friends, the seventh questions, how did Mahatma enlighten the freedom fighters? Friends, the answer is, how did Mahatma enlighten the freedom fighters? Through his confidence, unusual power, astonishing vitalities, and exemplary leadership. Gandhi influenced millions of people in India in varying degree. Some changes completely, others were affected only partially. His call for actions was twofold. Friends, the next questions. Number 8. When did Mahatma Gandhi fight freedoms? Answer is Champaran movement 1970. Gandhi active participations in freedom satyagraha started when he led the Champaran rebellions in Bihar. The movement was approach of civil disobedience to make Britishers agree to the demand of farmers who were forcefully made to grow indigo. Friends, the ninth questions, what was the Gandhi's goal? Gandhi's purpose was to fight for the freedom of India from Great Britain using non-violence. He also wanted to advance the ideas of satyagraha, a passive resistance to help opposed people. Friend, the final and last questions: what is the Mahatma Gandhi known for? Better known as the Mahatma or Great Soul, Gandhi was an Indian lawyer who led his country to freedom from British colonial rules in 1947. Gandhi is the most famous for his philosophy of non-violence that has inspired civil rights leaders around the world. That was also the achievement of the Gandhi. So Gandhi is a philosophy, Gandhi is a thinking and the mind, and Gandhi was a leader of millions of peoples around the globe. Thanks a lot today.